What's good, you animals? Jake here, dumb as ever, with another toy slot video, this time talking about a series I'm super excited for. This is Metal Carbot W. Now, just to give you a little history lesson or refresher if you're not sure what Metal Carbot is, Metal Carbot is a Korean TV show and toy line that is about transforming robots that come to Earth. Obviously, there's a lot of Transformers in that plot synopsis, and the show definitely has a Transformers vibe, but it also totally has its own vibe, and it does feel geared towards younger people, so there's less emphasis on war and more emphasis on like helping each other, joining society, acclimating. The Metal Cardbots themselves are kind of like Superman. They come from a planet called Machina that's been destroyed, and some land on Earth and try and join society and integrate, while others land on Earth and start causing havoc. That's kind of the basic Metal Cardbot idea, and there's been 3 series so far. The first was just Metal Carbot, the second was Metal Carbot S, which was a huge upgrade to the show and toy line. The toy line in particular has produced some pretty viral toys. You've probably seen a Metal Carbot toy without even realizing it. But yeah, Metal Carbot S has been banger after banger in terms of toy releases, and now the new series Metal Card W is coming out. Now Metal Carbot W isn't out yet, but the Twitter account @toydevelop_SamG has been posting previews of all the new toys that are going to be coming out soon. So I just wanted to go through what they've shown off so far and talk about each one because they are showing off some really cool toys. Also, I wanted to say that Agabus Entertainment is bringing over Metal Carbot to America, and the toys are supposed to hit later this year. I've heard December-ish is the timeline, but they've announced that there's going to be pre-order info soon, so whenever that comes out, I will be covering that because I'm very excited to be able to pre-order these toys. The Agabus American version of the toy line is going to be slightly different. For example, Blue Cop is actually called Blue Star in the American version, and Mega Trucker is called Mech Tackle. So a bunch of names are getting changed, but hopefully the toy quality stays the same, but we'll cover more on that in the future. Let's talk about Blue Cop from Metal Carbot W. Now, every season Blue Cop gets a new figure. He's basically the Optimus Prime of the show, and each year they've been progressively upgrading them, and this year is no different. This Blue Cop looks absolutely awesome. He's bigger than the last one in both vehicle mode and robot mode, and overall his design is very similar to his original design, but he's been tuned up a little bit. He just looks a little bit more solid proportionally. Though I do feel like his hat is big as hell. Bro's got a 7 head under there. But like the other Blue Cop toys, he turns into like this police Lamborghini sort of thing, which looks cool, and like I said, this vehicle mode is even bigger than the last one. And in case you don't know, every Metal Carbot comes with a special weapon. And for this season of Metal Carbot, they're introducing animal motifs for every character, mostly in regards to their weapons. So for Blue Cop, his weapon is usually a gauntlet, and this time it's a gauntlet shaped like a wolf head, and it looks awesome. And what's even cooler is the wolf's mouth can open and a blaster can reveal. It looks so smooth and nice. His look with the wolf gauntlet just looks so sick. I think I've fallen in love with this figure already. So that's Blue Cop. Now moving on, we have Phantom Hornet. And if you know Metal Carbot, you probably know the character Shadow X, who is a ninja type of Metal Carbot from season 1. Phantom Hornet looks a lot like him, but I don't think he is Shadow X. I think he's a different ninja Metal Carbot. But as you can see, he's got a wasp or bee sort of theme. He looks really slick. He turns into a cute little helicopter, and the purple, yellow, and black all works together really well. This toy does kind of remind me of that fan design of a Waspinator that turns into a helicopter. I think that might have even gotten like a third-party toy at some point, but this design definitely reminds me of that. His weapon is like a bee stinger, which looks really cool actually. It looks like an awesome ninja weapon. And yeah, just overall, another banger reveal for Phantom Hornet here. I really like the animal motif they're going for because it's not like overwhelming. There's still robots that turn into vehicles. They just have these cool like little details that reference animals. Next up is one I didn't even realize they were doing. I had not even seen photos of him before I checked this out. This is Tygun, I think his name is, or Tygion, and he is a tiger-themed tank Metal Carbot, apparently the first tank Metal Carbot they've done. His vehicle mode is absolutely adorable. I love the eyes. In case you haven't noticed, all Metal Carbot vehicles have little eyes, which some people don't like. Me personally, I really like the eyes. It adds a little bit to the series. Like, that is different from Transformers in a way I like. So I do like the eyes on the vehicle here, but for Tygun, you can actually hide his eyes with like this little piece. I don't know what the reason for that is, but it's pretty cute. But he's got a mainly white and green color scheme. His robot mode kind of reminds me of Tarn a little bit, just the way he's shaped and his proportions. His arm blaster does also remind me of like Tarn or Megatron, of course, though it's super small. In his upgraded mode, Tygun has the tank turret on his chest, which looks really cool, and he's also got these tiger-looking shoulder blasters. So definitely an interesting Metal Carbot. You know, they've never done like a war vehicle to my knowledge, so pretty cool. Next up is a massive one. This is Heavy Iron W. Now, if you haven't seen the first series of Metal Carbot, Heavy Iron is introduced like midway into the series. He turns into a flat-nosed truck, so there's obviously a lot of comparison with Optimus Prime. But Heavy Iron is actually an outlaw, and I'm pretty sure a villain in the show, just full stop. This picture of his original toy next to the Metal Carbot W toy really shows the progress they've made in a few years. Like, that original Heavy Iron toy blew my mind when I saw it because I was like, this is so cool. But now we've got this Metal Carbot W one that just blows it out of the water. Like, the proportions, the articulation, the size, he just looks like a beast. Heavy Iron W's Metal Card ability is his dragon head, which you attach to his chest, and he also gets a sword, I believe, something like that. So obviously he has a dragon theme going on here, but he just looks awesome. A really fantastic update to an already really cool design and toy. And finally, we have our latest one. This is Knight-O, I think his name is. He is a very slick-looking Knight Metal Carbot that has a lance and shield. I really like the gold and black and red. Just the colors all together look amazing. And he turns into a Blackbird, so he actually has the same alt mode as Jetfire from Revenge of the Fallen, or something that looks just like it, essentially. And man, it looks awesome. Just this one photo they've revealed looks so sick. I actually can't wait for this guy to come out, because he looks so awesome. So yeah, those are the Metal Carbot W figures that have been revealed so far. I can't wait for them to come out and people start reviewing them. And I also really can't wait for the American version of the first Metal Carbot series to hit the US. I'm really looking forward to collecting those, talking about them. I'll probably do a video on the channel talking about them. I'd love to like collect the whole series. I would love to work with Agabus. I've tried to contact them. I don't know if they're gonna like work with creators or work with me specifically, but I would love if I could, you know, just get all the toys and talk about them, because that's what I want to do. I want to talk about all the toys. So yeah, that's my video on Metal Carbot W so far. I'll, you know, post whenever updates come out. Thanks for watching, and use my code dumbjake at gamersubs.gg, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.